and welcome to the DOD. This is moments of inspiration and motivation to get you through your day. I am Desi, and as you can see, I have a special guest with me. This is my dad. My dad's name is Mr. Wilbur Jones Jr. Say hi.
Hey.
Love you. All right, so here at DOD, it's our job to empower you to change the world. So let's jump into today's DOD. Today's DOD is moments or lessons from dad. So one thing that my dad has taught me and is teaching me is to respect things, meaning to take care not only of yourself, but to take care of the things around you. One thing that I'll be honest, I've not always been the most organized person in this life. But one thing that you've always taught me is to have respect for things like the car and my just personal space. So I thank you for teaching me to respect the world around me. And not just to respect the world around me and the physical things, but just to respect everything around me. So I appreciate you for that. All right, so what is your dad's name and what did he teach you?
Well, my dad's name is Wilbur Jones, and he's obviously senior. And first, I would like to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And I'm honored to be on this segment of DOD. I'm going to just touch on a couple of things that I learned from my father. The two things that I've learned a lot of things from my father, both spiritual and natural, but I'm going to just touch on the natural at this point. My mom and dad, and we're focusing on my dad because this is Father's Day, was a disciplinarian. He raised us. He did not allow us to raise ourselves. And with the discipline, it taught me to be respectful of not only him, obviously, and my mom, right, but to my elders. Gotcha. All right, so discipline with respect. Okay. Another thing that he taught me was being a hard worker. I have never known my dad not to have a job. I have never known my dad not to work. And I learned that from him. We were a family that didn't have much. And I remember as a young boy, when we needed school supplies. Now we have a lot of organizations. In our organization, we give back to school supplies to the children when they go back to school. Well, they didn't have that when I was a child. Right. I remember me and my brothers and sisters, when we needed school supplies, we would go into the blueberry fields of Tobacco, New Jersey, and we would pick blueberries for our school supplies. So it's like, that's what my dad taught me. Discipline, being respectful, and being a hard worker. Whatever you have or whatever you want to achieve in life, you have to work for it. Okay, whether you're working in school for a secular job or I just happen to have the type of job that's manual labor. Yeah. But being a hard worker, supplying for your family, and I think you will be very successful in life.
Words from dad, and I have to also say that you've also taught me to be a hard worker because even though you said you never seen your dad not have a job, I have the same testimony. I've always seen you have some form of money, and even though you do have your job, which is awesome, you've always tried to bring in other streams of income, which I appreciate because you've set an example of what I should look for when I do get married, of a person who can bring in multiple streams of income and provide and be, as we say at Victory, the LCD and being that leader, cover, and discipler. So I thank you for that.
So women, when you're out there, when you are looking for a husband, loving the Lord is important. Yes. Okay, but make sure that brother's got a job. J-O-B.
J-O-B. All right, guys, so we have to run because we have to celebrate Father's Day. Mm-hmm. But make sure, as my dad said, make sure you find someone who loves God and definitely has a job or is working toward his purpose and staying on his grind.
She goes to Victory in Christ Christian Center in Westfield, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And her pastor, Pastor John Edmondson, preached an awesome message, taught an awesome message. Yeah. About fatherhood, and he had taught on 10 steps of being a great father. So, Pastor John, if you do see this segment of DOD, just want you to say that I was blessed today with the message that you brought. And it makes me want to examine myself, and certainly every man that was a part of that service on today. We should examine ourselves and see if we are attaining those 10 points of fatherhood.
Cool. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next go round.